Hello, everyone. So, Spirit laid it on my heart to say this, and now I realize why. Because they already got the ladies on the View were bothering me, and there's so many angry things I wanted to say about them. Oh God, I got lipstick on my teeth already. Anyway, about them and what Whoopi Goldberg was saying forever ago. She was literally yelling against the protesters who are fighting for the lives of Palestinians in this country. Um, I got so angry with her. But anyway, they they already had people like them and Bill Maher and others speaking nasty. And you know, as the Bible says, you can tell them by their fruit. And so this is what it is. They are now going to normalize, and they already are, fascism. It's going to start out so that it'll be like it was in the 80s and the 90s, and they're going to make you out to be the bad guy if you are for the quote pedophiles and rapists unquote. In other words, for anyone in the rainbow crowd, lesbians, gays, bis, transgenders, asexuals, questioning, and queers. They're going to make you out to be a quote sexual deviant, rapist, and whatnot unquote, like that. If you're for anyone in the rainbow crowd, they're going to make you out to be for druggies, quote unquote, and anything else that they can deem illegal or immoral. If you are for people who are homeless, people who are physically ill, people who are chronically ill, people who are mentally ill, they're going to make you out to a threat to quote, they're going to make you out to be a quote threat to yourself and others unquote. If you are even for, or even, the nail that sticks up gets pounded down, the hardest and the first. And they are going to make out fascism as though it is a good thing, as though being against black people is a good thing, as though being against anyone in the rainbow crowd, rainbow spectrum is a good thing, as though being against homeless people and anyone who helps homeless people is a good thing, as though being for rich people is a good thing, as though being for businesses and quote jobs unquote is a good thing, you know? Um, and they are already doing it with the older crowd on TV, such as Bill Maher and, you know, all the ladies on The View. Literally, you'll be able to quickly tell who is bought and sold. And this is just national TV. Um, and the reason I'm using that is because that's what my parents have on. They're old, they're elderly, they're retired, but who has the free time and who has the lack of money but to watch free national TV, but the elderly and the extremely young who don't have parents or guardians that have the money to let them have their own cell phones and play around on social media. If you have a cell phone, it's going to be yours and you're only going to turn it on for work. You're going to check a few things and then turn it off to save power and to save money on, because you pay for every last character that you use to text someone. So it's going to be used for business and, work and practices only, and only one person in the family is going to have it, you know, and that's for the poor. And so what are the kids going to be watching? If they watch anything at all on TV, it's going to be anything that is public to the public, and that is free television, channel 4, 5, 9, whatever the PBS public education channel is, and then all the other channels out there. There's Fox 25, that's pretty national. um there's, the Fox News Network, what have you. So there we go. So I just want to say this to everyone out there who is progressive, who's liberal, who's Democrat. Are you wrong? Are you wrong for being for the homeless, for being for the black people, for being for everyone in the rainbow crowd, lesbians, gays, bis, transgenders, asexuals, questioning, queer, intersex, and the list goes on? Are you wrong for being for the homeless? Are you wrong for being for women and women's rights? Are you wrong for being for abortion? Are you wrong for being for everybody's lives, people's lives, especially the Palestinians' lives who have been displaced and bombed into darn near annihilation? Are you wrong for being for human rights? Are you wrong for being for workers' rights and being for unions? Are you wrong? And even if you can't answer, I'll tell you your answer. You are right. You're not wrong, you're right. And they are going to make you out to be immoral, insane, and wrong. Just like they have done to me down south when I was a kid and even in my early 20s. You could basically say my whole life, you know, when I was actually out and about and running around and trying to make a life for myself and working, you know. Sorry, there's a lot of anger there and a lot of stuff that I just want to start griping about. But to stay on subject, you're not insane. You're not immoral. You are not wrong. You are right. You are right. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And don't let anyone convince you otherwise or try to convince you otherwise. Even people from your own camp will say that you're wrong. And that is what, and this also, the Republican Party, when they lost, instead of saying, oh, we're wrong, maybe we should change our ways, they didn't say that, did they? They say, we are right, and they quadrupled, and then they 10 times, and then they 20 times down on what they were already doing. And that is what the Democratic Party needs to do. The Democratic Party needs to say, we are right, and they need to quadruple down on what they're already doing. They need to more than double down on it. They need to quadruple down on it. They need to 10 times down on it. They need to 20 times down on it, 100 times down on it, 1,000 times down on it. They need to make it bigger, and they need to fight bigger and harder and with all of their might. That is what they need to do. Granted, you're going to have to do this underground. You're going to have to do this surreptitiously and subversively and as hidden as you possibly can. But if you can, from now on, only give your money to actual physical people who have the exact same viewpoints and beliefs as you. Anyone on social media, anyone, you know, if you can, only give your money to actual physical homeless people that you see sitting and standing around. If you have any money at all, do not do your best to not, if you can at all, spend it on any companies or businesses. Try to only buy from others like you who believe the same things you do. At the very least, buy from a company or business that is, woman owned, rainbow crowd, neuro, neurodiversified, Asperger's, autistic, I mean, uh, black people, just whatever, homeless, out on the street, whatever. Because homeless people are also trying to sell stuff. So buy from them, literally. If you can, buy from them. It might sound nuts, but literally buy from them. Pay in cash, obviously, but most importantly, help the homeless because everyone in this country, you're about to be homeless. Literally. I bet you 9 out of 10, if not 10 out of 10 people watching this are going to end up being homeless within the next 2 to 4 years. Guaranteed. And once you hit homelessness, you do not get out of it, especially in this situation, especially with what the country is going into. You're not going to get out of it. nor will any kids or grandkids that you might have. Period. Just that's the way it is. But just know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are right. That you were right in voting the way you voted. You are correct now. And you will always be right. You will always be correct. They will do everything they can to make you think and feel like, that you're wrong, that you're sick, that you're evil, that you're wild, that you're dangerous, that you're different, that you're other, that you smell bad, that you are disgusting, that you look disgusting, that you sound disgusting. All of it. All in order to try to take away your rights and the power of your knowledge that you are correct and the power of your words in speaking. If they can discredit you, they discredit your words when you speak. That is what they are after, and that is what they are going to do now. So please, please, please know that you have been correct. And know that I am standing behind you and I'm on your side. And that you were right that you were correct and you were right for voting for Kamala Harris. You were right and correct in voting for Tim Walz. And that you weren't alone. Millions upon millions of others in this country voted for them also. You just have to find fellow, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz voters and spread this video to everyone. We need to band together and we need to fight. We're going to have to be silent and underground about it. And we're going to have to fight with our, literally, because the only thing we're going to have now is state and local elections. And that's only going to last for maybe 2 years, 4 at most. But we need to fight with our local voting. We need to fight with our dollars, what dollars we have left before we all lose our jobs, because that's exactly what's going to happen. And we need to fight with our social media accounts while we still have them. Such as what I'm doing here. And we need to vote and fight with our likes and our thumbs up on videos like this one, on all the social media platforms. Anything that backs up what you believe, any person that backs up what you believe or what you know to be true, which is exactly what I stated in this video. Are you wrong about being for the rainbow crowd? Are you wrong for being for women's rights and abortion? Are you wrong for being for, black people? No, you're not. You're right. And so go ahead and thumbs up and like, and even, you don't even have to watch a video. Just follow anyone who is like that on YouTube, on Facebook, on, all the accounts, Twitter, TikTok, all the accounts. Doesn't matter whether it's been taken over or not by the Mr. Muskie and whatnot, or 49, whatever you want to call them. Ugh. I can't believe I'm going to have to call him our 49th president, Mr. Orange Blowhole. Anyway. Trying to be positive here. I could go on and on and on. I don't know how to end this. So I will try to put this in a more succinct way. So at the moment, just know that you're correct. Know that you're correct. And the others that voted for Kamala Harris and for freedom and for women's rights and for black people's rights and for abortion are correct also. You're not immoral. You're not sick. None of us are immoral. None of us are sick. We're all correct and we're all right. And we need to quadruple down on this and fight harder and make sure to save up our money and only spend it on those who believe and think the same way that we do, period. And not those who are backstabbers. But there you go. That's it. I hope this lifted your spirits. I hope this buoyed you. I will try to put this in a more succinct and short video. But that's it for now. I don't know how else to end this because I could go on for an eternity. So bye for now.